Grace and peace, everybody. Welcome to Sabbath School Study Group. This is part number 5 of our 5-part series where we're taking a look at the idea of winsome witnessing and the principles that I hope have encouraged you to believe that the Lord, He's done something great for you, but the greater is that you tell that story. You share it with someone else. And it's easy to do. You're just telling a story. You're not arguing theology. You're not trying to debate someone else's faith. I'm just telling you what has come from my encounter with Him. Today we're wrapping it up talking about unlikely witnesses to look at another principle to why you can know that the Lord has a story for you to tell is because He Himself can't even tell your story the way you can. And so we want to pray, Jesus, that you'd speak to us again in your name. Amen. Unlikely witnessing. An unlikely witness in that rather than Jesus telling your story, He says, no, I need you to go and tell. What? The one who can do everything, the one who can do anything that I can't. This one thing, He's saying, no, I need you to go do this. Yes, this is what is happening. He wants you to tell your story because the customer's witness is of a different worth than the Creator's witness. The customer's witness, the one who's buying a product, their testimony means a whole lot more than the person who's trying to sell the product. See, I'm listening to the salesman. I know he's motivated. If I'm there and they're doing that product demo of that knife or of that appliance or of something, I know he's motivated because for every time I buy, he gets a commission. He gets a portion of that. He's got a bone in the soup, or he's got a reason to benefit. But the person who is giving that free, unsolicited recommendation, they've actually paid for something. They've actually lost. But the benefit of the product says, hey, even though I'm not getting paid for this, I got to tell you, this thing works. This stuff works because of the benefit that it's had to me. They're two different worths, both worth, but different. In the story of Mark chapter 5, Jesus causes demons to leave a man who is ravished by them. When Jesus gave the demons leave, the unclean spirits went out. They left and entered into the swine, the pigs, and the herd ran violently down a steep place into the sea. They were about 2,000 and they were choked in the sea. This is now the before where this man's being freed from demons. And it's amazing because it's not just one, but it's a legion of them. So by the time you get to verse 18 and 19, when he was coming to the ship, he that had been possessed with the devil prayed to Jesus. He begged Jesus that he might be with him. But howbeit Jesus suffered him not. He didn't let him, but saith unto him, go home to thy friends and tell them how great things the Lord hath done for thee and hath had compassion on thee. Whoa, wait a minute. A few chapters back in another book, there was a rich young ruler that Jesus says, leave everything and come to me. And the rich young ruler says, no, that's all right. And he turns back. But now you got a demoniac, someone who's been delivered from a legion of demons. He comes to Jesus and says, hey, can I go with you? And he says, no. I don't need you to be the 13th the disciple. I don't need you to stay with me. I need you to verify the worth of another witness. I need you to go back and tell the story, not that I can't tell, but yours from a totally different worth, a different angle, because they will know that I have compassion. Because they will see the person who was compassionless and who was so full of hate, now full of love, full of grace, but telling truth. That is something that I, even as the Son of God, can't do. I'm the Creator, but I need you to give a customer's testimony. So when you get to verse 20, he departs. He obeys and begins to publish in Decapolis how great things Jesus had done for him. And what was the result? All men did marvel. Marvel. You know, it is a marvelous thing to have a story to tell. Unfortunately, there's a popular studio of comics and movies, Marvel Studios, where you have these individuals who have these supernatural powers and abilities and gifts and these dramatic tales of fantasy and I was about to say falsehood and fakery. That's what it is. When really the marvel and the marvelous experience that you and I can have in real time is telling people, you know what the Lord is doing in my life. The supernatural power that is exercising itself through me to be patient when I used to be passionate, to be understanding when I was ignorant. To be and to love people, not because of how they look on the outside, because of who they are on the inside. Those are the evidences that are just as, in fact, more supernatural than anything you'll see in a comic movie or in a comic strip, because it's Christ. It's real, and it's his righteousness. It's his story in you. I pray that you have felt empowered, that you don't have to do what someone else is doing. Just like I don't have to do what you're doing. You don't have to do what I'm doing, but we got to do what God said do. And Jesus said, go and tell. And when he departed, he published again, not what the Lord was doing for everyone else. He started by saying, this is what Jesus means to me. Start there. Tell someone. And more importantly, tell someone and only use words when necessary. What does that mean? Just live the life. Living the life is telling the story. Living the love is giving God the glory. And when you do that, I know not only will this world change, but this world will end, because the work will be complete and Jesus can finally come and take his witnesses, his children, home.